How's it going, guys? Welcome back to West of Loathing. I think I'm finally in a place where I can take on this tower. My stats are like crazy high right now. You know what? The hell with it. I'm sticking one more into Moxie. Make it a little bit easier on myself. But I can probably stop being so sparing and like conservative with my items because I'm so late in the game at this point, you know? I got the regular dynamite. Where's the old dynamite? The old dynamite's what I'm looking for. Shoot Nanny. How much does each one of these deal? Like under half of everyone's health here. Okay, let me start messing around with the dynamite. And I'll try and knock out a few of these guys. Can I throw behind someone? I can. I thought that I could. I want to get a few of these guys down to low enough health that I can blow them away. Ooh, and the silver bullet's extra strong. I forgot about how good the silver bullet is. Let me just use like one more of those. You know what? To hell with that guy. I'm just going to kill him. I'm going to silver bullet one of these guys because it's extra strong against skeletons. And let me dynamite. No, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lasso someone. Oh, but that ends my turn. So don't do that. Don't lasso anyone right now. Instead, let's see who's like got the least health. This guy. Let's get him down lower because I want to leave two guys standing if possible that I could use a fan hammer to mow them down afterwards. Depends how many people this kills. Usable once per fight. Oh, I can only do this one once anyways. Alright. This should kill enough of them. If I have done the math here correctly. I honestly thought that was going to kill more of them. That's worrisome. Please tell me I didn't fuck this up. Why is Shoot Nanny so weak? Why does it do less than my usual shot? Fuck, I thought it did as much as my usual shot. That's trash. That's absolute trash. Alright, who's the most risk of killing me here? I might not have taken out enough of these guys. Oh, thank fucking God. I thought they were going to do more damage than that. Before, 3 of them were able to kill me. I have more health, I have more defenses and all that stuff at this point, which is really good. That's still such crap. Alright, you start chugging potions. I'm not dying. I'm not dying today. I'm not going to let that happen. We're going to take out one of you. There, you have little enough health that you can get dynamited. I'm taking you the hell out of the equation. How much can I do with Fan Hammer? It should be enough to kill both of these guys. So blast your way through them. There, that's looking a little bit better. Defend yourself from one of them. Alright, this has been stressful. Fighting these guys has been the worst. Ooh, that's the first time that's come up since someone explained it to me. It first came up like 8 episodes ago, 10 episodes ago. I have no idea. Buffalo Bill chooses a target. So in this case, he chose this back right guy here, or front right, however you want to think about it. However you want to think about that. So he chose him as his target. The damage calculator would have looked at half of his health, which would have been 93. And then when he went to shoot him, though, there was a guy in the way, so that damage had already been calculated and instead went to this guy in front of him who had less than 93 health left. That's why Buffalo Bill is able to kill things sometimes. You dig? That makes sense, right? That's cool. Someone in the comments pointed that out to me forever ago, and it totally makes sense. And that's why you're a dumb skeleton and why you're all dead now. Yes, but I have to imagine that that's just one of a few fights that I have to go through in this tower here. You single-handedly defeated all 8 of those skeletons. Hey! Sorry, I mean you single-handedly defeated all 9 of those skeletons. Yay, lots of experience. But I already just spent that on Fan Hammer and everything. I'm just going to stick it in my Moxie because I hate the number 13. And also I want my Moxie to be higher than my Mysticality. That irritates me for just like whatever reason, you know? Just, I'm a Moxie guy. I should have higher Moxie. Whew, the music in this tower is intense. Let's head back up here. Ooh, another thing of runes. Strange, undecipherable ruins. A huge tower of skulls. Well, that's a big old pillar of skulls blocking your path. There was bound to be one of these in here somewhere, right? Excuse me, fellas, I need to get past here. The skulls hiss and chitter and giggle at you. So that's a no then? Oh good, I don't have to fight these guys. Hornswoggle them. Well, I suppose you all think you're real clever to block my path, but I've got a trick up my sleeve. Does it involve walking around them? You casually walk around the pillar of skulls and stand on the other side of it. Ha! That took Hornswoggle 5 to come up with that plan, huh? Guess you should have been a wall of skulls if you wanted to stop me. Dismayed by your mastery of the third dimension, the skulls scuttle, roll away, and hide in the walls. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Giving me a chance to rocket up my moxie. Damn, I'm not gonna be able to get it up high enough. Alright. Dirty poker. I'm probably never gonna play poker again. If I randomly at the end of all this, if I have a bunch of spare experience to dish out, then I guess I'll do it. Next level, please. Ooh, thump and smash. And more undecipherable ruins. Oh, do you know what? I bet you if I was a necromancer, then I could read all those. Do I get to fight you guys one at a time? These two skeletons have their names written on their foreheads, so they won't forget them. But wouldn't they only be able to see the other guy's name? They won't forget each other's names. Oh, actually, wait. Maybe they have the other's name on their head. That would make more sense. I don't know. Neither of them makes sense. Look, they're so tall that they're not even in the map. Oh, wow. These guys are not strong. It was just that first room that was causing me all the trouble. I didn't come back to this place because of that one goddamn room. Well, whatever. I'll take it. I'll take an easy out. With a thump and a smash, the two behemoths fell. Perfect. And so close to getting it higher, or at least even. That would be nice to at least have it even, right? And is this the final level? The tippy top. It is in fact. Can't interact with the candles at all. Oh shit, but now I probably gotta actually fight the necromancer, right? I have infinite smelling salts, I have infinite dynamite, I'll be fine. You approach the throne and the withered husk sitting on it. Unbelievable. All that killing, all that horror, and this is what's behind it? He tries to speak to you, but all that comes out is dust. Destroy him? You puff a breath at the necromancer and he crumbles to a powder. His crown hits the ground and shatters into 1,000 pieces. Well, so much for that and good riddance. What? An evil throne? But that's it? The necromancer's done for? I killed him? Well, I just realized the grimy edgelord slinger. I added edgelord to my name when I did this stupid Ghostwood quest. That's so awesome. Well, holy hell. Well, that's that. That's like taken care of, right? That's the end of that particular storyline? Alright, I'm going to run back to Frisco and see if there's anything going on there that I can deal with. No, I think that's literally everything that can be done there as well. Sally, is all we have left to do the main storyline? What should I do next? Glad to see them eyeballs of yours have cleared up. Ready to go after that Norton weasel? We'll check out those tracks over there. Any other ideas? Susie says you should try to help the mayor of Brentwood get that logging permit. Can't do that. You should see if those bums at the Lazy A Dude Ranch have got cow's bane for you yet. I can't do that yet either. She shrugs. Evidently, that's all the suggestions she can think of. Well, shit. These are the telltale signs of a train robbery. He just went off the tracks. You jump on old dumbass's back and ride like the wind. Like the wind. Following the railroad tracks back into the desert. When you finally catch up, you stand up on old dumbass's saddle and leap onto the back of the train like a real badass. Has he just been making the slowest getaway? I went and did a lot of stuff before I went chasing him down. Just barely catching the edge of the roof and pulling yourself up. Here's hoping you don't have to do it again. Your stuntman could have been killed. Looks like Susie decided not to join you on account of not having a stuntman, so you're on your own until you get back to Frisco. Whew. Atop the stolen train. Oh, shit. What if I go down to the train car before I go deal with Norton directly? Labeled hand fruit. Someone has carefully stacked these crates up with the this end up arrows all pointing in different directions. Oh, great, great. This barrel is labeled pickled pig knuckles. Try saying that 5 times fast. Okay. Pickled pig knuckles, 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 pickled pig knuckles. I was trying to get faster and it got harder. It definitely got harder. Back to Frisco. No, I don't want to do that. It says pickled crackers. Ew, those would be so soggy and terrible. Labeled nubs. And keys. What? Safe Kraken 5? Is that a thing that I can have? Because I didn't think it was. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to go grind and get myself enough experience to be able to open that. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was going to go back here to grind with goblins because they gave more experience than the Hellstorm Ranch. The chrono key hums through it. You see a busy city street. Metal vehicles you can't identify move past at unimaginable speeds. Through the window, though the window is thankfully far from the road they travel, every 15 seconds or so, a strange metal and glass rectangle about 6 inches by 3 inches falls past the view of the window, and you hear a man's voice shouting, "Crap! Grab the rectangle next time it falls." What? You snatch the rectangle and you view through the window is replaced by static. You don't know what this little rectangle of glass and metal with the blinking lights and the strange sigils is, but you know having it makes you better than other people. Goes in your offhand. It sells for quite a lot too. Oh shit, yeah, that rocks my old one. And look at that. My Moxie's better than my Mysticality now. That's what I was working towards. I wonder what other things opened up with the chrono key then. That's pretty awesome. But I don't really want to go around to every single location ever known to man to go find the one thing, you know? Oh shit, I forgot how hard these battles had gotten. Oh god. Good thing most of these guys are actually like gunslinger goblins. Less than good that they took out my my partners there. Let's crack open a couple smelling salts here, because I could use a quick couple of heals if this guy's gonna have a couple more chances to throw things at me. Now I remember why I stopped fighting these guys. It is very reckless and very dangerous. A lot of experience though, but it's much easier to fight the things. So much easier to fight the cows. Yeah, I'm going back to the ranch. I think I need the cow's bane to carry on this storyline, and I can't, or at least don't want to, sleep a few days away to get that back, because I'm going to lose all my power-ups. I don't know how hard this final battle is going to be. There's DLC. I don't know if I'm going to start from square one, if it's going to be totally separate, or if it'll carry on with this character. So I don't want to lose all my power-ups and everything. So unfortunately, I'm probably going to end up not closing the portal. Alright, that's another 2,000 experience. Extra safe Kraken. Yeah. I think this whole thing with the train and Frisco, this might be the first time I've encountered a safe that required safe Kraken 5. I don't remember finding anything that I couldn't safe crack at any other point in the game, so let's see what the hell they have down here. I should have said key instead of keys. Cargo car key. It's a key to the cargo car of the train. Ah, it's the door to the next car and it's locked with an unpickable plot brand lock. It's unpickable for the sake of plot. You unlock the door, you hear Norton scurrying forward on the roof. Ooh, maybe I should just confront him up there. I have no idea. These guys look angry and confused. Jump them quickly now. Oh, right, we didn't bring Susie with us. Oh, they're just train burglars. They stink. They're terrible. Okay, well, let me just do a dumb old shoot nanny then and see if I happen to take them out. Oh, right, I hit all 9 spots now. What? Is there 12 spots on the map? Is that why that failed so miserably in the Necromancer's tower? That might make a lot of sense. Well, they were easy enough to blast through anyways. You grab the key, the dining car, the leader's belt. Those guys have burgled their last train. It's the key to the door between the second-class car and the dining car. Hooray! I wonder if I talk to him up there. If, like, what kind of option that would be. Whoa, mind the gap. Oh, I have to go down this way, I think. Maybe for that first one, the safe cracking one, I didn't have to, but I have to now. Ooh, fancy silver dome things. You've never wanted anything more in your life. Oh, it's a cloche. I remember that. It's a cloche. Never want anything more in your life than you want to lift up this dome and see what's under it, but you're not sure you can muster the amount of culinary expertise it requires to properly reveal a dish as such. Presumed quality. Do it with my mysticality, and voila! It's just a cream pie. Shaving cream. What kind of lunatics are running the food service on this train? This is no good to eat, but it's very aerodynamic. The table looks like it got jostled around in some kind of scuffle, but the flowers are still standing. This table didn't deserve flowers. Ooh, nice flowers. The door between the dining car and the sleeper car is welded shut. Oh, well now I have to go up top then, don't I? Am I just going to slap cream pie in his face then? Ah, you can't stop Emperor Norton? What? Is this the guy from all the way back? Maybe, I guess it was quite a while ago when I think about it. Where was it? It was the Goblin place. Oh, the Gustafsson Gulch. I didn't remember it being all the way back in the first area. This is that guy who claimed he was an emperor and then ran away? I totally forgot about that guy. Did not realize he was one and the same. We have a clear shot at him. If you want to throw that pie at him, I might fight him instead. People should really refer to themselves in the third person. Now I'm going to throw a pie at him. Nuts to this jerk ass. Curses. He just runs away. Alright, well you get back here, mister. Okay, so do I go down below or fight this guy up top? Why is this guy hanging out on top of a moving train with a knife? Charge him! He's probably pretty weak. For some reason, everyone up here is pretty weak. A train murderer. Maybe it's because I don't have my partner. It's one-on-one, so it wanted to make things a little easier for me. Well, it would be one-on-one, and that's why you shouldn't play with knives. On top of trains that are speeding through the desert. You rifle through your pockets. They're empty, except for this luggage tag. Oh, through his pockets. I was going to say I have an insane amount of things. Turns out the tag is number 3. And that will probably be useful down here. Maybe you'd better read the note on the wall first. I see no reason why I should. It didn't really provide any useful information whatsoever. Oh, I see. There we go. A messily scrawled note. The note says I've hidden the key to the forward passenger car in my luggage to make it easier for me to murder everyone in the sleeper car. Sincerely, the train murderer. P.S. Come to the roof of the sleeper car in the next 55 minutes if you want a murdering. Crazy. I could check out every single one of these. One of these sleeping compartments must belong to the murderer. Maybe it's the first one. Check it. I kind of want to check all of them, even if I know the right one. You open the door to the first passenger compartment. The sole occupant is a little boy about 10 years old wearing a blue suit and knickerbockers. Hello, sir. Is something wrong? Nothing you need to worry about, kid. I'm on the trail of a bad guy. Did you mean a murderer, sir? I'm pretty sure there's one on this train, and they don't call me the world's greatest detective for nothing. What's your name, kid? I probably shouldn't say, sir. There might be a copyright thing. Okay, well, okay, I'm pretty sure I can handle this. Just let me ask you one question, and then you should lock your door after I'm gone. I understand, sir. What would you like to know? Are you on the roof of the train? Excuse me? The murderer left a note saying he's on the roof of the train. Are you? No, sir. I'm in my passenger compartment. Right, good. That'll be all. Let's see. Check number 2. You open the door in the second passenger compartment and look inside. There's a portly man in a dapper gray suit with a tiny, meticulously waxed mustache, and not, I'd like to clarify, an enormously bushy one. Excusez-moi, is there something I might be of assistance, monsieur? Sorry to bother you, but there's a murderer on the loose, and I'm checking the passenger compartments. Sacre bleu! This is very serious, mon ami. Allow me to prefer to you the use of my little gray cells. I don't know what that means. But no thank you. Let me just ask you one question. Why, certainly, I'm at your service. Are you on the roof? On the roof of the train, monsieur? Right now? That's right. None. I am here in a conversation with you. Good, that's all. And I'm going to go to number 4, because that's the only other one that's not correct. The only passenger in this compartment is a middle-aged woman who's writing something in a notebook. She looks up at you as you enter and greets you with a friendly northeastern accent. Why, hello, is there something you need, dear? Sorry to bother you, ma'am. I just don't want to alarm you, but there's a murderer on board the train and I'm investigating. A murderer on a train? My goodness. That should be a wonderful premise for my next novel. Did I just give her the idea for Murder on the Orient Express? Go right ahead, dear. Are you on the roof? No, no thanks, blah, blah, blah. Would you like a meat pie? They're homemade. No thanks. Just have a look at this playing card before you go. I have no idea. That might have something to do with Murder on the Orient Express. I have no idea. You found bag number 3, and it has the key to the forward passenger car inside. That's very strong corroborating evidence for the theory of who the murderer is. Oh, could I not go in number 3? I was just supposed to go grab it off the shelf there. Whatever, onwards we go. You finally make it to the passenger car, one car back from the locomotive, which may be confusing if you thought locomotive meant the entire train. But I could just say the engine, except that also refers to the engine itself. That is, the actual steam engine that makes the train go, and not just the frontmost car of the train. Anyway, you're in the passenger car. Suddenly, Norton clambers in the window. He must have dramatically clung to the side of the train in order to reveal at the last minute that he hadn't actually been defeated. Dang it. He runs into the, frontmost car of the train and locks the door. Doesn't want to say locomotive engine, no, non-committal at this point. What a jerk. Maybe you could get some of the passengers to help break down the door and arrest him, or maybe you just kick down the door and shoot him until he can't bother anybody anymore. I'll talk to everyone. Sure, what's up? This professorial-looking guy is frowning at a sheet of paper and occasionally scribbling on it with a pencil and then erasing what he just wrote. He's too absorbed in his work to respond to you. This woman just ignores you. Wow, you guys are helpful. This guy's totally pranticking, which is a word I made up which means ranting in a frantic panic. Everyone else is ignoring him as hard as they can. Talk to him. Hey, buddy, you okay? It's all a lie. We're never going to get to Frisco. Frisco probably doesn't even exist. They've been testing to see how long we can survive on complimentary peanuts and bottled water, and now they're driving us out into the desert on some kind of government camp. They're going to use our organs to fuel alien flying machines. Snap out of it with percussive maintenance. I thought I was going to use the antipsychotic headband on him or something. Nope, I'm just going to bash him on the head. Whap, whap, whap. Oh, sorry, I guess I lost it there for a second. You feel better? He rubs his jaw. Well, yes and no. Listen, we're gonna get to Frisco. First, we've got to bust into the locomotive up front and arrest a crazy guy. I need some volunteers. Okay, I'm in. We don't even know if this guy's dangerous or anything. He's just kind of insane. I could probably shoot him down myself. If I have to sit here doing nothing for much longer, I'll probably flip out again. Cool. This overweight man in a three-piece suit and bowler hat is probably a banker or something. His eyes are closed and his posture is relaxed, but the clench of his jaw betrays his aggravation. He ignores all your attempts at communication. This woman is focusing on her knitting and ignoring the general commotion. She must have been knitting the whole trip because the scarf she's made could accommodate a whole marching band. Talk to her. Excuse me, ma'am. Whatever it is, I want no part of it. I keep myself to myself. And I've no desire to get involved. Thank you very much. Come on, it's important. A crazy guy stole the train, and I need help arresting him, or he'll never get to Frisco. I'm sure everything will sort itself out in the end, and in the meantime, I have plenty of wool. Lady, I don't think you understand the seriousness of the situation. If Norton gets away with this, his power in Frisco will be limitless. The city council won't be able to block his horrible new tax increases. Tax increases? For instance? Well, for a start, he's demanding a 4,000% price hike on yarn. She gasps. Outraged. That villain, we must subdue him immediately. Cool, I'll shout for you when I'm ready. This man is too busy ignoring his daughter to not ignore you. This little girl's peering out the window of the train, clearly bored out of her mind. What are we going to do with the little girl? Hi there, busy? No, all my toys and friends are in our luggage and it's boring and I hate it. Do you want to help me out with something really important? Like what? Well, a bad guy took over the engine car and I need some people to help me break down the door and arrest him. What? Mister, I'm just a little girl. Hey, now that's not a good attitude. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do anything just because you're a girl. I mean, she's a little girl. Yeah, okay, we'll bust the crook's face in. Wow, that's the spirit. But you gotta pay me in advance. Jeez, you're learning a little too fast. All right, what do you want? I like stuffed animals. I'll be right back. I got nothing for you, I don't think. The lady's flipping through a book titled Birds of the Western Territory. Since most of the place is desert, it isn't a very long book. She notices your hat and turns away. She wants to have nothing to do with you. She saw my hard hat, huh? Well, I'm going to confront him. I guess I'm not getting the help of the little girl. You pound on the door of the locomotive or engine car or cab or whatever. Oh, it requires 4 passengers, too, to take him on. Open up, Norton. No. All right, then I'm coming in. Oh, yeah? You in what army, tough guy? You glance back at the passengers. Don't have enough. I'll get back to you on that. Damn it. That's literally everything I can do. Shit. Crud. I think I gotta fight him myself then. Which is not the way I wanted this to go. Well, he's gonna be super easy to gun down. Uncle! Did I not actually kill him? Well, that's one way to deal with an antagonistic bureaucrat. Not strictly speaking a legal or moral way, but it's hard to argue with success, especially when you're dealing with a crazy old bastard who poisoned your eyes and kidnapped an entire train. Hooray! Well, that was awfully simple. We made it. We already talked about that. We already celebrated. You did it. Thanks, boss. Yeah, no problem. We got the track laid right up to the station now. The first ever cross-territory railroad thanks to the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company and principally you. You did a real good job, the grimy slinger. Ah, shucks. Don't mention it. We did it, guys. I can't believe how long this series has gone on. It's been something damn incredible. I can't go in there. It's a one-way station. Well then. Oh, the theater. The theater. Someone told me this is where I can view the credits. I think I'm actually like done in the game. So we're gonna check out the credits. I was told that you can do wrap-up stuff like after you viewed the credits, but I think the way all this has come together, this is going to be the final episode until the DLC. If there's a bunch of loose ends and stuff, I can clean them up when I revisit the game for the DLC anyways, but for now... Jeez, we've never had the second longest thing on this channel was Undertale, and that was like 32 episodes, and those were like 15-minute episodes. This has taken... How long have I been playing this game? 26 hours. And very little of that has been edited out. Maybe across like whatever the nearly 50 episodes, it would be close to an hour of total footage cut, but probably not even that much. This has been an insanely long series. It's been such a fun journey. Let's see the final wrap up here. Looks like somebody on the train got a job as the projectionist. Would you like to watch this movie? It's free because movies have only recently been invented. Nobody's figured out what they can charge for them yet. Note, doing this will not change anything about the world or your character. When the cutscene is over, you'll still be right here and you can keep playing if you want. Oh, it's so good that it has that note actually. Sure, show me the final cutscene. Let's see how everything we did came together. Oh, some folks say endings don't matter. But other folks... they like to know how things turned out, the consequences of their actions. Like, with the trains running again, Frisco thrived. People came from all over to seek their fortunes, but thanks to you, they didn't have to do it while on fire because some cow attacked their wagon. But I didn't really stop the cows. That portal is open, but maybe I just killed enough cows? Oh, so this is the thriving Frisco. This is everyone arriving and enjoying what Frisco has to offer. All these guys are recognizable, like, train passengers, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not all of them, but a bunch of them. I think I only used to be able to go as far ahead as 2. Now I get to go across to the endless houses. Alright, what's up next? With the railroad completed and Norton ousted, Smee found himself out of a job, but in of an opportunity. That was a confusing sentence. After being elected mayor, he managed the growth and infrastructure of Frisco with compassion and pragmatism. In 1944, Frisco was named Most Reasonable City by the Tuesday Evening Post. Oh, that's great. Ooh, this is going to be his like city hall or whatever where Smee works? Ah, good for you, Smee. The idea of city life didn't appeal to Susie much. After you and she parted ways, she moved down the peninsula a ways and settled a cow's bane farm. Still fighting the good fight in her way. Oh, look at that. I love the way you shoot. Achievement for finishing the game with Susie. Maybe I can come harvest some of that cow's bane and use it to close up that portal someday. Thanks for joining me, Susie. I loved having you. After she finished getting the bakery boys up and running, Louise moved to Frisco and opened her own shop specializing in artisanal breads and pies. Oh, good for you. Thanks to your assistance, Hobart Boopert got the photography bug, or should we say the photography owl. Anyway, he opened an art gallery so the citizens of Frisco would never again have to suffer from the inability to see pictures of owl skeletons whenever they wanted. He just has endless pictures of owl skeletons. Didn't expect to have made such an impact on that guy's life. That feels good. Kurtz left the fort and set up shop in Frisco. His fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. The growth was entirely due to word of mouth because the first rule of Kurtz Fit is that you cannot stop talking about Kurtz Fit. Kurtz till it hurts. No Kurtz pain, no Kurtz gain. I really don't know if I did anything push that storyline along. I feel like I didn't really. With your help, the professor gained enough knowledge about El Vibrato technology to start building his own. He opened a very successful consumer technology store in Frisco, and for decades, people spent all their time staring at little computers in their hands instead of talking to one another. Oh, look at that. Well, I had the first real phone, and then he copied mine. Look at him strumming that phone. The performers you sent to Dirtwater formed the greatest band in the history of music. The perfect union of percussion, strings, and technology. They immediately secured their place in the cultural history of Loathing. Their songs were innovative. Their stage presence was spectacular. And the liner notes on their albums were extremely clever and interesting. They called themselves the Aristocrats. Oh, look at everyone enjoying their music. Wonderful. Who's this guy with his paper and his pencil just jamming out super, super hard there? Buffalo Bill retired from the killin' trade and made a killin' opening up a restaurant in Frisco. Buffalo, wild wings. Jesus Christ. I thought it would be like Buffalo Bill's Buffalo Wings, but Buffalo, wild wings. Or is it Buffalo, wild Buffalo? Who knows? I think it's the first. I think you're supposed to read it BBBWWW. That was supposed to be me summarizing and making it a little easier by just saying the initial. You solved 6 of Brentwood's problems. With the increase in morale and civic resources, they were able to clear the weeds from the road and fix the well and the broken hitching post. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a new coat of paint, refresh the facade on the buttery biscuit, and add a second story to the bunkhouse. Can I go back to these places and see all this now? Could there be a follow-up episode of me, like, exploring all this stuff that's been cleaned up and expanded upon? Because I would very much like to go check some of that out. Olive Garden and Cactus Bill lived happily ever after. A wandering band of goblins found that El Vibrato weather machine you unearthed and formed a cult around it. Due to the increased rainfall, both Olive's garden and her marriage were extremely prolific. Oh, that's nice to hear. Oh my goodness, they got little cactus babies everywhere. I forgot about the weather machine. I didn't know what to do with it. I'm glad I'd accomplished something. Chuck continued to run his blood and breakfast without incident, accident, scandal, or allegation for many years. It's still terrifying. It's still a terrifying piece of property. You won 4 of the reenactment scenarios at Fort Memoriam. They still talk about you. God, he was good. Remember that guy, the grimy slinger? Yeah, he was really, really good at this game. They're just sitting around talking about how great I was. With your help, Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum became the talk of the town. Well, first they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, woo-wee. Oh, look at all these kids and stuff coming to look at the wonderful jelly beans. That little guy was dancing out front there. Dirtwater became, relatively speaking, a thriving metropolis. Thanks to your efforts as a commerce ambassador and all-around helpful stranger, the once sleepy town became a shining oasis in a barren land. Every man, woman, and child in the town knew your name. I wish I gave myself a better name. They even put up a little plaque with your name on it in your old room at the Jewel. Does it include Edgelord? I hope it has Edgelord on there as well. Hey, did Ellsbury make a friend? He's chatting it up with someone. Oh, this is the guy who had went crazy in the mines, I think. And I gave him the headband or whatever and cured him. I think he came here. Oh, there's people from all over the game who all came together at Dirtwater. As for you, after your adventure, you settled in Frisco and bought a very long, very narrow house. You filled it with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection. When you left home, you told Rufus you wanted to seek your fortune. You ended your adventure with 19,960 meat. Fuck! I can't believe I was 40 meat shy of 20,000. Enough to turn a few heads at the country club, but mostly so they can turn back around and make fun of you under their breath. Oh, I thought maybe I would have gotten more. Ooh, achievement for completing the game the hard way. Ooh, here's a couple of my specialty hats, but not quite all of them. A little piano, a gun thing, an owl picture, my own stove, alchemy table, my pile of infinite grains, I think. Wow, I didn't have that many specialty hats. There's a shitload of racks for special hats that I didn't have. Toilet, a place to like powder my nose or whatever. My infinite bone stock. Damn, I really thought that I would have gotten more unique hats. In 1906, all the remaining cows in the West were simultaneously activated by some kind of signal from hell. They thundered east, forming a gigantic single-minded herd, led by the infernal sadist Duke Bovicus. The cow army thundered east towards Dirtwater. Shit. There's the one negative thing that happened. It's the one thing that I was unable to stop. Oh god, no. I really wish that I could have prevented this. The herd did some damage to Dirtwater, but the town managed to mount a pretty good defense, in part due to your fortifying assistance. The cow army seemed to run out of steam after that. Maybe they went back to hell. Thanks to your cleverness, the world is not destroyed 420 years later. On the contrary, it remains undestroyed for millennia. Future generations don't know that they should thank you, but they definitely should. Ooh, I kind of super forgot about all this El Vibrato stuff and how it would tie together in the end here. This is in the year like 2020 or something, right? Is that where all this El Vibrato stuff came from? Is like the distant future? Thank you for playing. The credits of Loathing, Jack Johnson and Riff, you guys are geniuses. And thank you to everyone else for the crazy amount of work that you put into this. Is super awesome. But those guys in particular with their writing, just Mwah, just fantastic. I'm pretty sure Zach is the guy who did Kingdom of Loathing, and he did like all of the art and writing. This time he mostly did the art, and I think he said Riff did like 90% of the writing in this game. Extra special thanks to some of these other guys who did their stuff that they do. And more special thanks to a handful of people, and all the folks at Indie Mega Booth, but in particular those four, all of our families and friends that we've missed so much these past few years while you've been working hard at the game. Ooh, these lucky folks who got to beta test this, quite a few of them in fact. And the end. If you enjoyed West of Loathing, you might also enjoy our free browser-based game, The Kingdom of Loathing, on the internet. Yes, I have checked it out myself, and I know that I do enjoy it. Can I... Oh, I can't go check out that stuff. And I gotta go to Breadwood just to see if things have been improved around there. And if they have been, whether or not I spend more time like investigating. See, it hasn't actually changed, because the game is gonna still, like, it takes place right now. It's like present day or whatever, and all that stuff was kind of in the future, how things improved and changed. And so there's not a lot else I can do. I think that's where I set the game down until the DLC's ready. Man, it's been a wild ride. Thank you all so much to all of you who stuck it out to the very end. There's been a very dedicated fan base to this game in particular. It's really awesome. I've never had a group of people stick out a game so long with me like that. It's been a hell of a wild ride. I'm kind of looking forward to easing things back to 2 uploads a day, because it has been very exhausting maintaining this schedule. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon, both in other videos and series that maybe catch your interest, and then definitely when the DLC comes out. So thank you again for like the 8th time. I'll see you again soon.